Hello, hello. Today we have the Profusion Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. A while ago, like several months ago, I had asked, hey, what are some brands you want to see? And someone did comment Profusion. And I was like, okay, we'll see. Because here's my history with Profusion. If you're not interested, you can skip ahead, of course. I grew up using Profusion. I had a Profusion palette that I had bought probably for like, I don't know, $3, $4 back in like, I don't know, 2010, 2011. I really loved that palette. And at that time, I was a one palette girl. I had one palette and I would not buy or use another palette until I had completely panned every single shade of that palette. Welcome to current day. That has completely changed now, but I really loved Profusion at that time, and the palette that I had was pretty much, it was a palette with full shimmer shades. There's not a matte in there, there was not a glitter in there, it was a fully shimmer formula, and this is one of the reasons why I grew up really loving shimmer shades, and I still do. The shimmer shades are one of kind of my make it and break it reasons for keeping a palette or not. So I got really excited a few years back. I want to say this was around 2020, 2021. And I think I bought some Profusion, or I tried a Profusion palette. And I bought one, and I don't remember if it was like off Amazon, off the website directly. You can find Profusion occasionally in your drugstores, occasionally in your food stores. I don't remember where I got this palette, but it was I think the palette was called Citrine. And the matte shades in there were literally like baby powder. They all looked the same. They all swatched the same. The shimmers were completely like dry. It was almost more like the kind of shimmer you would put on your body. And again, there was not much of a difference when swatched. There was just no depth. It was literally, it felt like a palette that you would give to a child to play with. And I hated it, and I thought, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's been about a decade from, 2010 to 2020, or whenever I bought the second time. The formula has completely changed. I don't like Profusion, and I never tried it again. And then I got that comment in my on my YouTube community tab, and I was like, okay, well, if anything ever comes up that I'm interested in, maybe I'll try them again. And this is that collection. This is the Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice collection from Profusion. I bought all of this directly from the website. I got a 10% off because what I did was put my stuff in the cart, go to almost check out, and then I was like, I'll think about it again. And in probably from that night to the morning, I found a email that was telling me like, hey, we've saved your cart, here's 10% off. So of course I took that 10% off. And I did end up buying the collection. Y'all, this has been a journey. Okay, this is, okay. Let's start off with the items that I have and don't have. So I am on the Profusion website on my phone. This is what's available right now. So the Pumpkin Spice Cashmere Lips Liner Balm and Balm Duo, I bought all three. On the website it listed as $8 a box, so that's these three right here, $8 a box, but right now it's 12% off for $7. The Pumpkin Spice palette right here, it was $13.30. I bought I think every baked blush and highlighter, so that's what we have right here. The Apple Swirl Baked Blush was $7, is currently $6. There's the Pumpkin Spice, the Basic Essentials. I did not buy this. This was a really cute, by the way, but I held off. A really cute makeup bag with a lip balm inside, and I decided I didn't need it, so I didn't buy that. There's the Cinnamon Swirl Baked Blush. I also bought that. That was $6.65. There's the Pumpkin Spice Harvest Overnight Lip Mask. I did not buy that. I didn't feel like I needed a lip mask. I have the Pumpkin Latte Baked Highlighter. I bought that for $6.65. Of course, my 10% discount. And there is a Pumpkin Spice Harvest Mist Setting Spray. I did not buy that. I have my setting sprays. I didn't know how a Profusion setting spray would work, but I didn't feel like buying it just so I could make this video or try it and then having to wait to try it, because I like to use items one at a time. So if I'm using, I have like at least 2 or 3 setting sprays already, as like, I have my main one and then think maybe another 2 or 1. What I'm trying to say, is like once I finish one, like I have a backup. I don't need to go to the store immediately. I have another one waiting for me. So I don't feel like buying another setting spray because I don't know when I'll be able to use it. I like to use one at a time. I don't, use multiple ones all at the same time. There's also a Pumpkin Spice Cinnamon Sticks 3-piece face, eye brush, and bag set for $13.30. I also held off on this. It's a makeup bag with 3 brushes. So cute, but I had to, I had to save my wallet. There's the Chai Baked Highlighter for $6.65. I bought that. The Pumpkin Spice Perfect Blend Sponge Set and Reusable Cup. Y'all, I had to really hold off on that. That cup looks so cute. It's a reusable and reusable cup you can put your drink in, and it comes with, was it 3 sponges, I think it is? And the sponges look so cute. It's like a little purple one, I think, and then the other 2 are like orange. But I thought to myself, y'all, I could probably get a sponges anywhere else, that reusable cup anywhere else, and it's actually 10% off right now. Instead of $10, you'll pay $9. There's also the Double Shot Faux Espresso 2-pair faux mink lash set and adhesive. So basically 2 sets of lashes in a cup with the adhesive for $6.65, which I have so many lashes, so I did not buy the lashes. Reiterate. Ooh. I bought all 3 lip kits. I bought the 2 blushes and the 2 highlighters. And I bought the palette. And when I bought that, I was so surprised. They sent me this. It says, "Thank you for your purchase. Enjoy your free gift." Oop. I've actually not even opened this yet, just so I could open it in front of the camera, so you could. I didn't want to. I was gonna have to rip this sticker if I wanted to get to it. And from what it looks like, they sent me a metallic eye pigment and 2 eyeliners. So let's open this up. Looks like they put the sticker on top of a piece of tape, so that's why I was not coming off and I was struggling. And this is why I wanted to wait to open it in front of the camera, because look how it ruined the sticker. Oh man, they really hacked this. Okay, they did not need to do it like that. Pull this out. Now we can finally put this away. Ooh, let's see, long-lasting kohl eyeliner. Oh, I love that. I haven't tried this. See, it's just a black. Yeah, Color Spell Long-Lasting Kohl Eyeliner. I think this is probably from one of their collections. So it's kind of like a dark brown. Is it supposed to be black? It's kind of giving me like a dark brown. Like it's almost black, but it's not. And then we have the Profusion Long-Lasting Liquid Eyeliner Pen. Oh, I love that. I'm always looking for my next liner. So let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you see that? Wow. Okay. We'll see how... Ooh, that's exciting. Could this be my next favorite liquid liner? I've been looking for my next favorite liquid eyeliner pen. I've grown up using the... What is it? It's the... It's not LA Colors. I think is it LA Colors? I think it's the LA Colors liquid eyeliner. And all of a sudden, the last 3 times that I've used it, I've had a breakout. Like my eyes get literally my eye line, right, becomes very irritated, and it becomes dry, and it starts to peel, and I'm like, I don't know what they did to the formula, because I've been using the LA Colors liquid eyeliner since I was like 14, 15 years old. I'm in my 30s now, y'all. Literally half my life, and now all of a sudden I'm breaking out. So there has to have been some change to the formula, and I'm gonna have to give up on the LA Colors liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna have to start using something else, and I've been looking for something else, so we'll see how this works. I'm hoping I won't have to give this to someone else, and that I won't like break out and have irritated eyes. But that was really nice. And then we have, ooh, that's not safe. This is kind of opened. This is in the shade White Gold, and it just says Profusion Metallic Eye Pigment. Let's see if we can get it to focus a little bit. So let's very slowly open this up. Oh, okay. There we go. You can see it a little bit more. I'm using my finger. Oh, there we go. Now it's a more intense. Oh, that's really pretty. You can definitely see it a lot more, especially right there near my knuckle. So that's really cool. This was a freebie. Freebies. So that's really cool. I'm really excited. This is really cool that they sent that, just so now I get to try it and see, if I want to buy more. But I want to start with what I was least impressed with, and that was these. This is the baked blush and the baked highlighter. Okay, so we got 2 of each. This is everything that came with it. So my thing is, so we have 2 baked blushes, but here's the truth. Only one of these is a blush. This is a highlight. I don't know why it was labeled as a baked blush. This is not a blush. This is a highlight. This is a blush. This is the only blush that came in the collection. So if you're looking for an actual blush, this is the blush. And I feel like you can tell immediately, like, how are you going to call this super shiny brown marbled shade a blush? Like, girl, what? And you see it right there. It says baked blush. Baked blush. Apple Swirl is not a blush. Cinnamon Swirl is a blush. So let's swatch the actual blush. And all the information is the back. They don't have From what I recall, it just had a little piece of tape, so there is no box for these, and that's probably what helps it become, you know, stay affordable. You can also see the shade through the container. You're gonna have all your information in the back. It says warm up the fall look with the rich spicy tones of cinnamon swirl baked blush. Gently sweep your brush over the blush and apply to the apples of your cheeks. Blend outward to create a smooth, natural looking finish and layers for more vibrant and inspired glow. This one says bring the colors of fall to your cheeks with apple swirl baked blush. Swirl your brush into the blush and lightly apply to the apples of your cheeks, blending towards your temples for a fresh, radiant flush. Build layers for more intense color or keep it subtle for a soft and natural look. So it does have different like directions on it. It says silky smooth texture to soft matte finish, infused with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, buildable and blendable, long wearing and nourishing, talc and paraben free. This is what they both say on the back. So when we open this up, all of these have this little tab right here. It's got the little plastic covering and it's got the little tabs you can pull it. I'm keeping it on there though. This is not, I really liked it, and I first, before I recently started watching I was watching some reviews, so because I've had this is one of my recent buys. Like, this is one of the last things I bought in this month. I bought this month. So, I think it was probably the beginning of November, perhaps. But basically, here's what we have. This is the actual shade. It is pinky, it is marbled, and I would have said before, wow, this is a great shade to, you know, this is a great shade for everyone. But I'm finding that I don't think that's the case anymore. As I've used it, and I've seen others use it, I'm like, I don't think I could recommend this shade for someone who's tan or deeper toned. Like, I feel like this might end up looking ashy on your skin, because on me, I'm light medium, and this is like a very light bubblegum kind of shade. Clean this off. When you use a brush, it doesn't really like mess with the marbled effect too much. But if you use a finger, it actually like mixes it for some reason. So where do we want to put this? Let's put this over here with a brush. And like, it's pretty. It's definitely pretty, but it's very like strawberry shortcake, little girl, like very dolly kind of shade. Like, it's very light. So I don't know if I could recommend this shade to people who are deeper toned, because I'm afraid that this might look ashy on y'all. But I mean, obviously it's up to you whether or not how you think it's gonna look on your skin. But this is the only shade that came with this, and I'm like, y'all couldn't have made another blush? Come on. So what I feel like we really have is 3 highlighters. Like I said, I'm telling you right now, this is not a blush. This is not a blush. This is probably, I think the lightest blush. I mean, the lightest highlighter. So we have Apple Swirl, lightest highlighter, Chai Latte for more medium, and then we have Pumpkin Latte for more deep skin gals. Now, personally for me, I think these are all wearable despite your skin tone. Whatever skin tone you have, I feel like you could rock all of these. Now, what I learned recently, which I didn't know, I was watching this video of this gal. She was actually reviewing some Makeup Revolution, and this Makeup Revolution collection she was reviewing had a gold highlighter, and she tried it on, and she says, like, you know, for her, because she's so, she was British, so she was very pale skinned, and she personally didn't like the way that a gold highlighter looked on her. And I guess I never really thought about that before. So if you are like her and you're paler skinned, lighter skinned, maybe you won't like this Pumpkin Latte one. It's a very gold kind of thing. But I also feel like if you're adventurous and bright and don't mind these colors, I think it's still a good formula. I really liked the formula in this, surprisingly. I do think I was a little bit let down just because I was like, I thought I was getting 2 blushes. Why did I get 3 highlighters? But other than that, the formula in here is really good. I feel like this is a really good dupe for Ofra Cosmetics. I think that may be the first time I've ever said that. I feel like these are really good dupes for Ofra Cosmetics. So let's start with Apple Swirl, which I feel like is the lightest. We'll see right now as we swatch it. Like I said, they all come with this little flap that I've left on. You can pull it off, of course, but I've left it on. This has like some pink and like a champagne kind of marble. It reminds me a bit of the Jeffree Star ones that came out. So I guess you could also say these are really good Jeffree Star dupes as well. But if we swatch that, you can see it's a really pretty light champagne shade. I think this is the lightest one, but we'll see as we go. I could be wrong. I feel like this might be the lightest shade you get. And look at the glow. It is so pretty. Now next we have chai latte. I feel like this is your medium. If you're medium skin, I think this is the one for you. Again, what we have here is a hotter pink, but with the kind of like that same similar kind of champagne mixture that we got there in the other one. So pull this, and then we'll go, I don't want to, because I'm trying to go into area that's not too brown or too pink, because obviously that's going to change the color of the swatch. And I do feel like this one is a little bit deeper. Yeah, I think you can see that. I think it might be a little bit deeper, but it's also a more pink. It's not super deeper than the other one, but it is a more pinkish color. So if you are looking for this kind of highlight with the pink, you can definitely find that with the chai latte. So we got apple swirl chai latte, which is funny because the chai latte is more giving that reddish pink than the apple swirl. Alright, and then we have this last one, pumpkin latte and pumpkin latte. I feel like we have 3 in here. The other ones feel like there's only 2 shades really. Like this one has some linings of a darker brown, but that's it. This one feels like it only has that strawberry pink and that champagne shade, and that's it. This pumpkin latte has, I see gold, and I see bronze, and I see that champagne shade. So this is what I'm talking about. And now I'm going to swatch over here. And now we got this really pretty, like, gold shade. And that's a mixture of that one. Place it over here. This is so pretty. All of these are so, so pretty. But do you see what I mean? Like, you're trying to tell me that this is a blush? That's a blush. Okay. So we have our blush in what is actually 3 highlighters in this collection. And they're all very pretty. Very pretty. Like I said, I wholeheartedly feel like these are really good Ofra dupes. I love Ofra. I really, really do. And these are... wow, I'm really happy with these. These are so pretty. And they're not like super big, although they are quite large, but a pan like this is going to last you a while. So absolutely love these. I just wish I didn't get lied to about the blush. I know I keep raving on about it, but let's move on. We're finally going to go to the Cashmere lips. These are the Cashmere lips. There was 3 of them, and each one there is a lip liner and there is a balm. So there's 2 items in here. If you go see my shorts, go check out my shorts. You can see me use each of these highlighters. You can see me use each of these lip duos, and you can see me use the palette. So go check out those looks. But otherwise, let's swatch these as well. Your lightest shade for the Cashmere lips is going to be Cozy Chai. We got Cozy Chai right here. This is going to be your lightest shade. And I love these. I think this is my favorite product that I got from this collection. I really, really did not expect these lip liners. Like, I never cared about lip liners. These lip liners are so good. They're so easy to use. They're so silky on the lips. And then, like, let's not even talk about this lip balm. It's just like the best, like, non-sticky, and it's not like super long lasting. But I mean, essentially, I mean, what is this but like, kind of like a glorified lip gloss, you know what I mean? But I really liked it because it wasn't sticky and it didn't like fan out on my lips. So this is Cozy Chai. This is the lightest shade we're going to see here. And it's like this like really pretty, I would call this mauve. I think it's like this really pretty kind of like purplish, kind of maybe reddish shade. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know down below what you guys think. But it's really, I think it's really pretty. And then here we have the balm, which it's just a whole. They all look like this. And squeegee that on right there. Oh, I love that. So pretty. These are some of the best. Just, oh, I love these. I love these so much. I was not expecting to just love these Cashmere lips. These are so good. We have maple sugar. I think maple sugar is, it's a bit more orange. I'm trying to remember. So we have our pencil here, and we have our lip duo. I'm going to pull this. We're going to swatch it. Yeah, this one has a little bit more of a orangey flare. Still very pretty. We're going to pull out our what's not a gloss, right? What do they call it? They call it a balm. Pull out our balm. Here is this one. I feel like you can tell that this has, it's more of a brown. It definitely has more like orange and a brownish tint to it than that Cozy Chai. And then the last one is for our Daring Queens because it's a red. Now, I had the least kind of expectations for this red. This is the spiced cider, and on the back of all, I assume it says the same for all of these on the back. But like this one, it says, create the perfect fall palette with the Cashmere lips, lip liner, and balm duo. The creamy lip liner effortlessly defines and shapes your lips. It absolutely does. While the moisturizing balm adds a soft, smooth finish for a comfortable, long-lasting look. Start by outlining your lips with a lip liner to define and shape them. Then glide the balm over your lips for a smooth, hydrating finish. And it absolutely is true. It says creamy and non-drying lip liner, smooth, easy glide application, paraben-free, moisturizing and nourishing lip balm, infused with vitamin E, cruelty-free, and vegan. Camera stopped recording for some reason. Like I said, red famously likes to spread. It likes to fan out on your lips. So we're going to, again, like, this is a pencil, so when you need to sharpen it, you should be able to sharpen it. But these came, like, so nicely already. Of course, pre-sharpened. Like, what a beautiful color. A nice, deep, just wine fall red. So pretty. I was honestly really shook when I put on the spice cider, because I'm like, I'm waiting for it to turn ugly. I'm waiting for it to turn crazy. Okay, y'all ready? Here is the balm. Oop, I think I squeezed a little too much. It's fine. I'll put some on my lips right now. Sorry, it's not as the same. I think I pressed a little, I got too excited and I pressed a little too hard. Got too much product out. But like, you can see it a little bit better now. It's that beautiful, just like cranberry fall shade. So pretty. Let me move this around just so you can see these shades a little better, since that other one spread out so much. And with the lip, you can see that it's a little bit transparent with the lip liner underneath. So I like to completely not just line my lips, but also just fill in my lips. And it works just so beautifully to see these shades on top of these other ones. So like I said, you can definitely see this is the lighter one, medium, deep. Really, it's up to you. I think all of these are absolutely so awesome. If you wanted to like grab anything from this collection, these lip liners are going to be your go-to for this fall and winter. They're so pretty. Oh, I cannot get over it. So beautiful. Last but not least, this is the Pumpkin Spice palette. This palette came just like this. It didn't come in a box. I don't believe there's, from what I recall, any like outside packaging. But look, I'm pretty sure there's no outside packaging for this palette. It literally just comes like this, which again might be why they it's a lot more affordable. Like I said, this palette is $13. I wouldn't be surprised that if they have enough of these left over that you may soon see this on sale. I absolutely love this flower packaging. That flower packaging is what really got me. It's like this beautiful like 70s kind of vibe. It's not your just kind of, you know, kind of kitschy like, oh, pumpkin spice, here's a bunch of pumpkins, here's a bunch of cups of pumpkin spice coffee. Like, it's called pumpkin spice, but it has these beautiful fall flowers, and I really love that. Up here, they have a sticker of what the shades are inside. Also really like that. I think they can see that perhaps this might end up like at a TJ Maxx or a Ross, so it's helpful to have a sticker up here so you know what colors are in it. And you'll see the same thing in the back. It shows you in the back what the shades are. And in the back, it says pumpkin spice, Profusion. You're going to see your ingredients on the back. There's a how-to. Start by applying a natural base to your eyelids, add depths to the crease, stay in the outer corners, finish with a light shimmer. Fall in love with the rich warm hues of the Pumpkin Spice 15 Shades palette. The cozy autumn-inspired palette features 15 perfectly curated shades ranging from deep spicy oranges and warm browns to rich golden shimmers. Whether you're creating a sultry fall evening look or a soft daytime glow, these shades will transport you to a pumpkin patch at golden hour with every swipe, giving you perfect seasonal glow. This is talcum paraben free, infused with vitamin A and D, and vegan and cruelty free. I was really kind of worried to see how this is going to work, and look at that pretty lay-in right there. But there is a mirror in here. Let's see if we can find something to cover this up with. Alright, grab some paper. I think you can see, you can kind of see through it. It does say like Profusion on the mirror. And here is the palette. Again, we have this little sheet that is stuck. They glue the sides so it stays on. When I got my palette, I was so bummed. I was like, oh, this is not a good sign. My shade over here, Cinnamon, which for some reason is a green, she was busted. She came broken, and I was really sad, but I was like, maybe I can press it back in. So all I did was squish it back in with my finger, and that seemed to work. But I did receive my palette with a broken shade. Now, I really was taken back by how beautiful this ended up working. I don't know if it's because it's a couple dollars more. This is a $13 palette, but I feel like Profusion, if this collection is a reflection of everything else that they're selling, Profusion I feel like has become the new ColourPop, because I feel like ColourPop has not become as affordable as they once were, and Profusion has kind of like stepped in line behind them. So I know that this palette before might have been only $5, $8, $10 before, and now it's a $13 palette, but the shades in here are pretty good, especially the matte shades. I think the matte shades in here might be better than the shimmer formulas, but from what I understand, shimmer formulas tend to be a lot more expensive. So it's understandable that these aren't maybe like the wettest, the brightest, the shiniest, the craziest shimmers, but I do think these are some really like solid shimmers, okay? These are pretty good. I'm gonna completely remove that top right there just so we can see it. It's also a very interesting kind of formula. So you can see, from what I recall, I was able to pick up all my shimmers up with a brush, which I love doing that. That's one of my bottom lines when I'm trying to figure out whether or not I want to keep a palette. I think the look that I have on my shorts for this is I did a red look, and I just used this. So let's start off with the matte shades, of course. I don't even know where to start. Let's start off maybe here. I feel like where this palette really shines is with the darker shades. I feel like these are really very well and good long lasting for what it is. I don't remember really experiencing any real creasing with this. I was also really surprised about that. And then maybe let's do like a green. That's probably really pretty. And let's do this shade to see what it looks like. This is the shade that I mostly probably blended it in. Like, look at that. Just a really, I know this is pumpkin spice, but this feels very November coated. Like, this feels like the kind of palette that's going towards winter. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of warm. So I've got an orange right there. And these are really good kind of like grungy shades because they're very desaturated. They're a lot more muted. They're not very bright, but they're still color. I think that's what I really like. Is it this one? I think it was this one. Get some more green in there so you can see it better. Look at that. Then this one you probably won't see as much. This one's a very light kind of shade. This one's called Harvest Moon. But it's kind of giving me more like cornbread. Those are so pretty. Like, just those 4 shades, I'm like, girl, that isn't that Thanksgiving. Those are Thanksgiving colors. I feel like these are really nice and soft and were easy to blend. Yeah, I'm really taken back by the quality of this palette. I feel like this collection has brought me back to Profusion. I did buy another Profusion palette. I'm not sure when I'll use it because it's more of a Halloween themed palette, so we may not see it until next year, but I mean, we'll see when we might bring it up. I might have another spooky time during the summer again, and I might bring it out then. But let's swatch these shimmers in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmers, and then we have this one, which is also a shimmer, but you can tell it's a different formula. And then we have like a purple like this that has gold sparkle in it. Oh, let me swatch this. I have to swatch this now. That is so pretty. Let's put it over here. A purpley kind of pinky shade like this always feels very romantic to me. That's so pretty. Okay, I think I'm going to swatch the shimmers on my hand this way. So let's do these 3 in the red. Let's see if I can get them. I hope I don't do too much. Oh my god. They're very soft. Push in the green shade more, and then we'll do this red. Oh, this red is like super giving me Christmas. You can see how sparkly it is. Look how sparkly. Wow, okay, on the arm, here we go. Wow. This one feels a little bit more of a topper, and then this red is very metallic. I think that's what oh wow, that one had a lot. I think that's what the difference is this red is very metallic. The green is more of a topper. Maybe that's why it broke. It definitely is a lot more of a topper. Same with this kind of shade. Let's add a little bit more. It almost feels like, okay, see, this one feels a little bit more solid. And I think that's why you can see it more. Look at those shimmers. That green, yeah, some of these, like these two middle ones, almost feel like they're a little bit more of a topper. This first one feels a little bit more solidly like a actual shimmer, and then this last one is very much a more of a metallic. Look at the intensity of that red. That's not the intensity of the red I would ever think I would ever see in a Profusion palette. I would love to know what your favorite product from this collection is. Have you used Profusion before? What was the last Profusion item you used? What Profusion items do you guys recommend? Have you used the eyeliners before? Do you like the eyeliners? What else are we looking at from Profusion? I'm just so taken back and so happy that all this worked out so well. I'm keeping, I think for now, the entire collection. I think if there was one thing that I could see myself eventually probably giving away is the highlighters and the blush. I know I probably have enough highlighters for a lifetime and blush for a lifetime. I'd be probably least likely to reach for the highlighters and the blush, not because there's anything wrong with them, but just because I have so many other ones right now. This palette, I can definitely see myself reaching for every fall. Such a beautiful, like, flippin' palette. And these, I think my most favorite thing were these lip liners and lip balms. It's not something I usually do. Lip liner and balm is not something I usually do, but it's something I want to do if I'm using these Profusion ones. These are absolutely so amazing. I'm so happy with this collection. I'm happy to move forward and see what else I can get eventually from Profusion. I'd love reading your comments. Thank you so much for watching. You'll have a great day.